My name is Timothy Paul Bernard Sr. I have been a native in Lafayette, Louisiana since 1968. I am 47 years old. I am a son to Evelyn Morrison Bernard and Wilton Bernard. And I'm an only child. I have a wife and 4 kids. This is my generation. I come to you right now in truth form to let you know the last 8 years of my life has been torment and pain. A lot of suffering. And it's caused by this city and this state because of me wanting to know whose property I'm living on. Okay? Now, a year ago, I filed in the 15th Judicial suit against the city and a few of their officers and for damaging my land, attacking us by force after saying abandonment and wrongfully abandonment. I can't even get the paperwork to my own house to know whose land it is and whose land it's not. My mom been now gonna be 2 years this year in March that she's been gone, and within the 8 years of this race, she walked every step of the way seeking help from the city. My mom and my dad purchased some land that they thought that was theirs. That's all we know. We have deeds, but the government uses the police department as their legal enforcers to come and attack my family and I. Last year, it's gonna be 2 years my mom been gone, but my mom asked the city for help and no help was given. So she fell ill. Then all of a sudden, she passed. But the way she passed, I want to tell you what happened because I believe that you have the right to know what happened to me and what's happening to my family and what they're doing and what they did to keep you from knowing the truth about how they covered up a murder. Okay. There's a conspiracy going on and something happened where it was never supposed to come to light. My mama fell ill and the hospital stripped my power of attorney with the city consent and had me taken away from my mom, and I never got to see my mom again. I was supposed to go to trial. The day of my trial, they canceled the trial and sealed this case because my mom had passed the day before. Okay? Now, almost a year before my mom gone, we filed suit against the hospital for wrongful death and against the city because of what came out of the ground. Because on October 7th of 14, a system broke in my front yard, and we don't know what type of system it was. But what came out of the ground wasn't just water. They say it was a main water line, but it wasn't just water. You know, chocolate came out of the ground. And at the same time, my theory, because it's been happening all over the world, is that they blew the system to flush it out, and at the same time they had the state engineer that was present, that will be on film when you do see the film. They're present because there was an illegal discharge and they pumped it into our reservoir, our natural water drinking. They pumped this system out for over 4.5 hours. If it was a main water line, and I call the police department, I call everybody, the city, don't you think they would have been there right then and there to try to turn the water off? But they didn't. So I have video footage to show you what happened on that part, but it was the way they had me extracted from my mom. So when that happened, prior to the system blowing, I get letters from the state. I get letters from the president of LUS saying that there's broken septic system in the yard. Department of Health and Hospitals. Everybody from zoning, from sanitary, people that stated years ago that they had no authority to talk to me but to talk to their lawyers. All at my house now, right after my mama passed. I wonder why. So now, after a year of 2015, my whole year was in and out of court, in and out of court, in and out of court. I've been attacked on the 10th. My daughter has been attacked on the 10th. We've been thrown in jail. We've been having charges thrown on us. I've been charged with charges. I've been shot at the courthouse in front of my whole family, and I ain't even doing nothing but asking for help. I'm in a corner and exhausting all my remedies legally. I spent so much money on the judicial system, and they're just stealing my money. Lawyers have breached contracts with me and given me their word of honor and written contracts, and here I am at trial, and there's nobody to be there with me because they're told not to. So I'm here just with me, but Jesus Christ is my lawyer and my judge. It's been a rough ride. Now, the whole 2015, I've been in and out, like I said, filing exceptions, motions, exceptions, motion. Just a tactic of just prolonging this case. September 28th, I was granted by the Judge Smith, out of Acadia Parish, which sits in for Lafayette at the 15th Judicial, and he made a decision on the 28th and granted my petition in my favor. And here, yesterday, after the city has already taken my money last week or the week before, telling me that this case is still moving forward, I had to pay to let's go set a date now. Now, I go to trial yesterday for an exception, and what the judge did, he took everybody out the suit. So, what was the money that I spent the whole year? I proved my cause of action. What more am I supposed to do? They laugh in my face, they mock me. What families have the right now? Black, white, don't matter what race, religion. This is about justice, it's about the truth. It's about righteousness. It's about wanting to have order and not making war with each one. Having authority that's placed in a position of one soul. And the future is our children. Wanting them to grow up loving one another, helping one another, not being separate from one another, not being scared from one another, but wanting to be with one another. And right now, I'm having my future and my generation destroyed. And I can't do nothing about it because I follow the rules. I don't know what else to do, my people. That's why I'm coming to you now. And I'm asking you to help me. And don't know who God will send to me. You know, I watch these people cover up the murder of Evelyn Marson Bernard at Our Lady of Lourdes Hospital. You understand? And I would do everything in my power by the will of God and by the grace of God to let the people know that they did this to this family. And what they're doing now, that's existing right now, they're trying to take me away from my family. I'm facing charges right now, coming up next month, that I haven't even did. And all they're convicting me on is he or she say, or vague evidence, or charges I ain't even ever had. You know? I just want you to know how this game is being played, and that there's no attorney here in this state, in this city, want to help my family. So I come to you on film as my last resort, as my last resource, my last exhausted remedy. Because I went to God and God told me to come to the church, and this you, the people, for help. 337-212-1094 or follow the site. 1224 Carmel Drive if you want to see the damages and what I've been living on top of for the last 47 years. That nobody told that we was ever living on top of. A land full of poop. So, I got children. People are dying. Nobody's caring. They doing what they're doing. I got the truth and nobody want the truth because for career's sake. What about for the future's sake? Supposing everybody catches sickness, a disease, a virus, right? And then it goes epidemic. It just goes way out there. And nobody cares about it. Hey man, I called them. I found human remains. And what they did, came in the dark, took them, and called me, and got caught on film taking it. What you want me to do? I'm trying to do the right thing. I follow every procedure, every code, every ordinance that's of man. So, I'm asking for your opinion. I ask everybody while I'm here, what am I supposed to do as an honest citizen? One passing through doing the right thing. What am I supposed to tell my family and my children to do when they're hurting us? What you want us to do when every judicial system in the city is just attacking us and just misusing us and just stealing everything that we hard earned work for? What equal rights do we have when I seen the South Side being built up and here I am trying to build something for my future and I can't even build it for this inner town and this for this public, they say. But what about the people that's living on top of their public necessity or public subdivisional, whatever you want to call it? What about the people that's been living on it for all them years? That you say you contract to take care of. Now everybody want to breach a contract, saying that this don't happen, this don't. But what about when you two people sign something in one agreement, when two or more is binding? What am I supposed to do when all things are being violated? Now I have to appeal again. They stole my last appeal. That's why now I got to go appeal again. I'm by myself. Don't know what to do. Help me. Help yourself. Because if it was you, I would be there for you every step of the way. Because if right is right and wrong is wrong, you understand? I wouldn't do it to you. Stand up for your right, because you may be going through the same problem, same situation somewhere else. There's somebody that cares right here. And I'm asking you for help. Anybody that can come to Louisiana and just counsel me, talk with me, show me and point me in the right direction. Hey, I'm asking God to touch your heart. I send this out to everybody and to every soul in the world. In Jesus' name, I pray that this touch somebody's heart. Thanks.